The Rise of Online Cruelty by Ben Hoerman.
Get your shit. Nah, bring your family too. Let's go. Let's go.
Like, this is just monetizing cruelty. At a certain point, you got to realize this isn't even about politics. You're just a bad person, right? And unfortunately,
Very hypocritical of you to say, hasanabi. Don't you, like, advocate for, like, terrorism and all that?
for us in this day and age, this is what politics has become. It's just monetizing sadism. Like, what utility, what purpose exists there? Like, how are you making society better? Like, you're not even presenting an argument as to why these mass deportations are going to somehow clean up the streets or anything. At that point, you're literally just saying that the joy is not coming from this dystopian future where we have a purebred white society. The joy is coming from the fact that you're punishing people who are, black and brown, punishing people who are migrants. It's so joyful. This is bully behavior. It's pure sadism. And I think a lot of people get to a certain point in their lives, as I gave you that monologue about the pit of despair and how you find yourself there. And it makes you so depressed and so angry at the world that you just want to share that anger with others. You want others to also feel a sense of the resentment that you experience on a...
Yeah, I'm sure sharing anger is a good, healthy way to process things, yeah. If everybody's upset about the same subject, then that's what's going to get the political movement in a healthy way. That's what's going to make everything change the right way. Get everybody upset about things. Oh, we'll fight fire with fire. That's what's going on.
Daily basis where you're like, everybody looks at me weird. Everybody hates me. I'm a loser. I'm a chud. And
Dude, this guy rambles on about nothing. Anyway, let's start from the beginning.
This is how people lose themselves.
You're a chud.
On the internet. This is how people fall down the right-wing radicalization pipeline, and slowly but surely they start embodying the rest of the ideology of the community that they're a part of. And the ideologies of these communities are unbelievably far right. All right, let's do the rise of online cruelty. From friend of the show, hasanabi head Ben Hoerman.
Ben Hoerman. So I actually found the Ben Hoerman video before I even found the hasanabi one. So if you're thinking that I'm only watching this because hasanabi is reacting to it, no. I saw the hasanabi reacting to it on the side. It was like a related video to the Ben Hoerman thing. And I watched the entirety of the Ben Hoerman thing. This is why I think Asmongold will not react to this. He's going to call it the R word. He's going to be very... crude about it, and he's going to wipe it off and say, I'm not going to watch this. Because it talks a lot about
YouTube was
Asmongold.
just this. A platform of self-expression. A platform without legacy media flooding.
Bro, why is Hassan like sucking on his mic? Dude's got his lips right up to that thing.
Your recommendations. No television level production. With the main intention to just generate profit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
I mean, to be fair, when YouTube was just that, it was probably just as racist, if not more racist. Okay. I do have to admit that, because I'm not going to go back to 2007 YouTube and be like, well, that was the beacon of progressive prosperity and good politics.
Good times, man.
It wasn't, it had nothing to do with politics. What, is that all this guy is focused on? Bro hits 40 and he's just constantly trying to be an old man. Hey baby, what's up, Z?
So, did Mr. Beast ruin YouTube? While I certainly miss the times when YouTube was just about that, you brought...
God, I missed the time when Mr. Beast counted in front of a camera. Gosh.
Mr. Beastification is the natural progression of a platform driven by spectacle and profit.
I miss old YouTube, to be honest. I miss when it was, like the Joji and the, do the Harlem Shake, do, and that stuff. I miss when JonTron wasn't political. I miss when things were, all about the goofs and gaffs and hasanabi didn't exist. I miss when all of these politics in my timeline didn't exist and didn't take over. I just want to make funny videos, you know? I need to turn my... Hang on. Give me a sec. I know this video might get good views, so just give me a sec. I'll rotate for you guys. It'll be less annoying. I think. Maybe. Oh, that's not the right window. Okay. We're almost done. Boop. Ugh. What's wrong with my shoulder, dude? We're almost done. There we go. Back to the video.
Fair. That type of racism was just for the love of the game. Now it's
I've never seen
monetized.
old
It's true.
Jacksepticeye.
I mean, I think like, yeah, I think a lot of people were just like uneducated, had
Bro, where'd my
reactionary
VTuber go?
beliefs and you know, racist, sexist, homophobic opinions, and they would just like blurt it out. But somewhere along the line, YouTube realized that like it's really good for the algorithm if someone is specifically doing that for visibility. Okay. And obviously there was the whole like Joe Rogan pipeline, the Joe Rogan Experience pipeline that went all the way to the furthest right corners, race realists and neo-Nazis.
Joe's
galore.
Rogan.
And then there was
His
at
thick
least a little
man.
bit of pushback during woke 1.0,
Minoxidil.
where
He's
people like
done it
myself
again.
started popping up, H-Bomber guy.
How does this guy even get in? He's got what, 330k subscribers, 702 likes. No, people are just hate watching Hasanabi at this point. 121 comments. And nobody's even talking about the content in the video. Soup goes hard. Bro, it's just kids watching this full 40 grown. This is so sad. Oh, this is so sad.
All these people started like popping up. There was a whole bread tube era. Probably not the
Deserved
best
downfall though.
reaction or response
When
to this
Technoblade
barrage
died,
of
I made a
reactionary
statue
opinions.
of Technoblade
Let's
and
be real.
Hoodcraft
And
in
now-
the public
And
Hoodcraft
now
server,
we're
my
back
Minecraft
in
server.
this predicament where there are still so many quote-unquote
Moby asked for it.
apolitical guys who just are not apolitical at all. They're just right-wing, or they lean into right-wing sentiment, or they know that they have plenty of right-wing audience members, so they never dare attack right-wing opinions. And there's no such restraint when
Guys, do you choose the left wing or the right wing when you grab the chicken bag?
Real life. In this film, we go through the various stages of structural online cruelty.
When you reach
ending
into the
with
KFC
right-wing
bucket and
could
pull
be
out a
considered
nice
as one of
juicy.
the main architects responsible for the rising
I love the
online
Meat
cruelty
Canyon
and therefore
KFC
the rise
video,
of
it's so good.
political
yeah, there is this reality as well. Right-wing talking points is labeled as just being a normal guy. Leftist talking point is
Go
you are
on,
talking
grab
about
yourself a
politics.
nice thick juicy
Yes.
thigh.
Right-wing politics is never seen as political
Breast.
unless it reaches beyond the confines of permissible bigotry, right? Like unless
That's
someone
a
is like
W
straight up
emote.
saying like black people are awful, yada yada yada, that sort of thing.
Whoa, why would you say that, Hassan?
They-
I'm just
if they
kidding.
stay within
That's
a
misinformation.
comfortable level of,
That is
of
what
permissible
that's what's wrong with these political YouTubers or whatever. Oh, I saw more Pegasus in there. I already watched the entire Ben Hoerman video just to make sure it was actually entertaining. This is the video of YouTube right now. This video is going to change the entire like political thing, I believe. If this gets more views. Right now it's at 300k. This is brand new video.
of monetizable cruelty. And honestly, this whole video was inspired by this clip from XQC.
You guys are naming people that are like sex offenders and out there racist and like
XQC crash out.
Hoerman. Yo, that's not canceled. That's the law. That's the law.
I think he's talking, in case nobody understands, like chat just says canceled when it comes to like people breaking the law and stuff. It's like, no, it's a bunch of idiots. A lot of the time is looking at all these like crimes being committed. They're just like, oh, you're canceled for doing that. No, you should be informing the police. If you see any illegal activity on YouTube, you should be informing the police or the FBI to investigate it.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that that same guy who has this 10/10 clip, perfect, no notes, then became a monster himself.
When you do a crime, you go to jail. You're not canceled. You're a criminal.
You're not canceled, you're cancer.
It's ironic.
That is insane. What a crazy... This is like a insane poses. I follow insane poses on Twitter. That's what this picture looks like right here.
Yeah.
When talking about drama channels, I don't mean like daily commentary channels like Charlie or Pyrocynical. I'm primarily talking
Let's
about
go,
drama
baby!
who either disguise their bullying as criticism.
Everybody's been hating on Moist Critical. They're like, oh, this guy's just a slop tuber. He'll just upload anything. Yeah, his like new stuff isn't his old stuff, right? He's not making... When tech a little bit, I miss Markiplier, old Markiplier. I don't like how Markiplier is like... It feels forced. The editing feels forced now. Yeah, his movie was really good. Like, I liked the movie, but it wasn't like the best movie ever.
On channels solely dedicated to character.
I reacted to the movie in VR chat, the entire movie. Me, Moby, and my girlfriend were all just sitting in VR chat watching Iron Lung. That's a video on my channel.
Character assassinations and harassment campaigns. You have
Wow. Wow, it kind of feels like I'm seeing a lot of my ops in here. Seeing a lot of my ops in here.
Bro, everybody's your op, Hassan.
Interesting. Pegaslop, my biggest fan. More Pegas.
Your biggest fan, huh? Yeah, More Pegasus is his biggest fan. That's true, actually. Him and iDubbbz. More Pegasus just like licks the ground that Hassan and iDubbbz walks on. He just constantly makes slop videos about them. Talking about nothing, by the way. None of More Pegasus videos are ever informative.
Slop.
either disguise their bullying.
And it's so annoying. Literally, I was like watching the video and I was like listening to it or something, and my girl was like, why are you listening to that? That guy's voice sounds like awful. It's like a screech in your ear. Yeah, that's exactly how More Pegasus sounds. But he does appeal to like, so what you watch on YouTube usually is something that you relate with. Like I watch Queso. I relate with Queso's values. I relate with Queso a lot. And that's why I watch Queso. That's why I watch Super Mega. That's why I watch, what is it? Oni Plays. I relate with these comedians and all that. They're very funny. But when people watch Hassan, they're relating with the like political side, or he's just a lol cow at this point. Hassan's just a lol cow. When they watch, you remember Fred? Hey, it's Fred.
The channel solely that
One of the first videos I ever posted on YouTube, I think I was like 10 or something, and then that channel got deleted because I was using copyright music. This is back, like I was on somebody else's computer making these videos, and I was using like a mobile phone, but it was like a flip phone, and I just went around and high pitched up the voice and stuff. I made a Fred video because I thought it was going to be popular on YouTube. I did not like Fred. I never thought Fred was funny. Never once did I ever think a Fred video was funny. But that's how long I've been doing like YouTube videos, since I was like 10 years old, dude.
dedicated to character assassinations.
I even had a
and harassment
wig.
Campaigns.
I had like a huge afro wig.
He got caught. Please stop. Permaban. Please stop. New lawsuit. Finally done. Finally done. New lawsuit. The N-word. He got caught.
Right, it's just slop. It's slop. It's lazy. And yet these videos gets hundreds of thousands of views and he gets all of the support. You know why? Because More Pegasus's voice sounds like the nerd emoji. And most nerd emojis, like, it's just everywhere. Everywhere you go on the internet, it's just a bunch of like nerd emoji people trying to troll with their face not being the first ever YouTube channel to hit 1 million subs. Yeah. I got another video you can react to after this called I'm just gonna react to this one.
Life ruined. Permaban. He's suing. I'm broke. Every single one of these videos is the exact same. Every single one.
I gotta go work
And
after
every
this.
single one of them gets 200,000 views, which means that people literally come in for that same exact slop every day of the week. I'm broke. Please stop. I quit.
Your industry exists solely focused on destroying someone's life. An industry that was especially thriving during the Gamergate era. And surprise, surprise, it of course disproportionately targeted women online, with the most famous target of countless harassment campaigns.
Is anybody else sick of this? Is anybody else sick of this being on their timeline? Just a bunch of negativity, huge, stupid face thumbnails. I mean, it's just clear clickbait. They even say things like in the thing with the streamer or whatever, the creator did not say, and they just like put these like, she's a liar, fake, woke, I hate the rich, give me money, like all this stuff. I mean, Pokemon probably did say that. Wait, can your voice pitch up and say, hi, I'm Fred?
claims being
Not right now.
So when you say your issues, like that's like a heavy word. Like what do you mean by issues?
For starters, do you know how I can prevent myself from crying during this?
Let me start with this. What's wrong with crying?
I've
Yep,
just been
Pokemon.
crying a lot.
When we look at maybe the most prominent cases of drama channels like Keemstar or Leafy, we see the real-life consequences this can cause. For ruining a man's life for being wrongly accused of being a pedophile, to laughing at people with mental health problems until it's too late.
Look, I do dark humor and I don't kill people like you do sometimes.
Targeted women oftentimes have a specialized form of harassment they have to deal with. Sexualization.
What was that?
To deal with.
Hot, thick,
Sexualization.
being thick for 12 minutes straight.
Yep.
This level of cruelty can literally drive someone to ending their life. This cancerous spread of targeted hatred is unfortunately the logical consequence.
And that lol.
It's like the Shrek trailer.
Mass
I'm
harassment
caked
of
up
women.
like a
Mass harassment of
bakery.
Women has always been like a primary motivator on the internet. It was far more.
You know what I hate more than anything? Forced comedy. Forced comedy has ruined everything that's funny. Anything that's like just loud noises, just fart sounds, forced comedy, it's just not funny, man. I find things more funny when they're clever, when it's clever, but like also like ridiculous and just in your face surprising, you know? A surprise. Like you didn't see it coming. But instead, like there's a lot of people just making funny sounds and stuff and thinking it's comedy.
Normalize the
You really are what you watch. It's the same as like you are what you eat. What you watch on YouTube says a lot about you.
even back in the day, especially during Gamergate, where it reached its like not peak necessarily because it's far worse now, but lol cowing is a very specific type, like a-logging, lol cowing. This type of shit only existed in like far right internet forums where people could anonymously cyber stalk.
Yeah, you know that word pretty good, don't you, Hassan? Lol cow. Bro over here just like a huge joke, because I've watched a lot of Asmongold videos, I've watched a lot of More Pegasus videos, and yeah, Hassan has just been an idiot on the internet every single day. And most of it has just been because he shocked his dog and all that. I even made a Ren and Stimpy parody of, and it's on my channel still, the Ren and Stimpy parody of Hassan. It's called Hassan and Nabi. Or whatever. I guess I could have done the thumbnail and everything better, but the thumbnail's pretty good. No. I could have done the naming on the title and the words on the thumbnail better, but I just made it so quick. It seemed like you liked the Shrek 5 trailer. I did like the Shrek 5 trailer. I think it's going to be a good movie. You know why? Because I watched the, what is it? The Puss in Boots movie was freaking awesome. I love Big Jack Horner. That's a great villain.
And actively try to ruin the lives of people that they were, targeting. Oftentimes they'd find like someone who's autistic, someone.
The Puss in Boots movie was really good.
Right? And some of these websites literally
one of my
have
favorites
boards of like who they've been able to drive to suicide, right? It's really
I was watching the Puss in Boots movie last night in a mochi cafe. Dude, Hassan has no good points at all. What is this? Hang on.
to deal with from their.
And I'm trying to hear him out, but he just sounds so hard to listen to. Am I right? Is it his mic? Is his mic just crap? How does a guy who lives in a mansion and can afford to like buy the most expensive breed of dog and shock it to death? How does this guy not have a better setup?
Victims, and yet their community doesn't give a because they are only there, they're only invested, they only generate a sense of community off of targeting others. Okay?
When hate just makes a ton of money. On a larger scale, this gets particularly frustrating when drama overshadows real-life tragedies. Large tragedies being turned into content farmed for online drama. Like in Cuba, doctors are manually operating ventilators in order to keep babies alive. And all online people care about is a rich socialist staying at a 5-star hotel in Cuba. Like, do you hear yourself? Children are being murdered with your tax money by a pedophile rapist president. You privileged canceling woke moralists. I don't care who delivers help, they need help. Where is Mr. Beast? I truly believe that most of them aren't doing this with a calculated, cold-hearted motive. I believe they are so hyper online that they simply cannot fathom real-life suffering anymore. Content demons. It's become physically impossible for them to show empathy anymore. If that's not the case, there can only be one other reason why you would focus on a meaningless drama online instead of real-life suffering. Wait, let's look at the drama channels here again. Do you notice something? Mostly.
Do you notice something? A certain EDP and Rakai? Do you see that right there?
The same targets, same talking points.
Who are we just
What do a
talking
lot of
about
these targets
last
have in
stream?
common? Woke progressives, if not even leftists. Do these drama channels, or should I even say channels solely focused on grifting, have a political agenda maybe?
Yes.
I mean, when looking at the Gamergate era, it's not a too far-fetched idea, right? What started as meaningless, apolitical online.
Do you think it affects the youth most now because they are entering socials when being is so mainstream? Absolutely. 100%. And it causes them to have like these insane opinions that are not grounded in any sort of political education, any sort of political theory, where they will literally, there are probably a shit ton of people who are pro-Palestine, but are also like Aiden Ross fans, right? Aiden Ross community is probably all pro-Palestine. They all most likely.
Okay, you lost me again. Who cares? I'm sorry, I'm not invested in any of that. And me being invested in that, or anybody, it doesn't really help the fact of anything. Like, it literally, there's like a war going on over there and stuff.
In our groups. You could say that the drama channels are basically just the new tabloid.
Like, what am I gonna do about the Palestinians and all that? What am I gonna do about any of that? I'm a normal guy. I work a normal job. I make YouTube videos. Literally, I don't find it, beneficial in any way. I'm not sure how being pro-Palestine or anything would, or like against it. I don't even know what the politics are there. So like, I don't relate with Hassan's content because I'm not already whatever he is, whatever they're talking about. It's just not relatable content, and I don't know why he like even has a viewer base.
It's like
It's been
Team
happening
Seal the
since
Sun.
you started
But in the
streaming
creative
too. What is
side,
this?
Mixing harassment campaigns with.
You know what his viewer base is? It's probably just a Nisa with 1,000 alt accounts and a bunch of bots.
What is this?
As though being a socialist or a leftist on social media, especially on a reactionary
Spending all of
dumbass,
iDubbbz
platform
Creator
like
Clash
Twitch
money on
is
bots.
any benefit to me whatsoever. If being a reactionary, if being a socialist was actually a positive, was actually going to make me a larger media personality, then you wouldn't be catering to the dumbasses in your chat all day, Train. You probably wouldn't, right? I don't think you're a reactionary alt-right dip. But you present yourself as one in most instances when you're trying to talk about political subjects. I wonder why. Because you understand that being a reactionary around gamers and incels...
Did you see the despair in his eyes? The way he looked over at chat? He didn't even want to read chat. What are they saying? Someone needs to clip last bit. Dude, none of these people care about any of that. Real voice.
Absolutely.
True. No, that's a good point. I'm about a foot away from my mic right now. You can hear the echo in my room. He's like right up against the thing. Chat, should I talk like this right next to the mic the whole time? Like, what is this? Why does he do that? Come on, I'd say grow up, but he's like grandpa already. He's not even unk.
Cash cow. So don't turn
He's got
around
liver
and
spots.
call me a goddamn fake or a phony when I've been doing this before you were farming Omega laws in whatever the that other Mitch dude's chat, okay?
Not much has changed.
He was just yelling at his chat. As some random stranger. Yep, totally sane person right here.
Seems. Look at that. Yeah. Insanely consistent.
Wow, you
And the
handled that like a
attacks
true
are also the
grown
same.
up.
And back then, I wasn't popping either. I mean, I was at a daily sub
stuttered
goal
because
of,
I couldn't tell if he was a grown-up
not
for a
even, This
second.
is busted. It's not even correct. It wasn't like a daily sub goal of 100. Yes, I was talking about Trainwreck's TV.
More of
Only
like a
thing changing is you
handicapped
aging
elder
your
old
hair
man
training.
who never stands up. I've never seen him he's always been slouched over. The frame is just showing everything behind him. It's like, wasn't he like lifting and stuff? It's just not, I don't know. Most of the aspect of like why Hasanabi has viewers has everything to do with like, he's 6 foot something. He can grow a full beard, right? A thick beard. It's mostly just women who watch him, I think. I think it's mostly just women who watch him.
To like a grandpa. Bro, 7 years ago, everyone would still be like, you're a woke moralist, grifter, phony. You're faking your political worldview. You're faking your political opinions. Always right too early. Always right, but too early. And you get used to it, okay? You get used to it. Look at that.
Social relationships creates a potion that gets life-threatening real quick.
How do you not have a cynical view of the world after doing this for so many years? You want to know why I don't have a cynical view? Because back then I had like, what, 1,000 viewers. Now I have 30,000. I just did the
No, you still have 1,000, but you have more bots now.
work.
That's been proven, by the way.
I just kept pushing through. I just kept combating reactionary opinions on the internet in some of the most right-wing circles on the internet. And guess what? I was right. I knew that there were always people out there who felt like they were just leaning into this because everyone else was leaning into it. Okay? That's it. I always knew that people were far more empathetic in the real world than the way that they presented themselves online. Online interaction, especially anonymous interaction, breeds cruelty. That's why I
Well, he doesn't explain why. He doesn't explain why. It's because it's like wearing a mask. It's like, oh, if I was all blacked out and had a ski mask on, then yeah, of course I'd feel like I could do whatever because nobody can recognize me, right? That's what's going on. That's what, with the internet, people don't know who each other are. You don't know if you're being catfished. You don't know if there's like all sorts of things. There's AI now too. So like, that's why can I even say this word? Anonymity. Anonymity. That shouldn't even be a word. Take that out of my mouth.
genuinely believe that
That's what
everyone's
causes
got a
the
little
cruelty
socialist
or
dog
whatever.
in them. It's just, it's about unlocking.
It's like a
that
prank
potential.
phone call.
The power of socialism is that we understand why the world the way it is. Cynicism and doomerism is just your liberalism dying. We believe the world will be better, and that's what it means to be on the left. Socialism will win. It's not a question. Yes.
Especially when the target has no security team around them, or if there's an ideological agenda mixed into it. This is a ticking time bomb. This level of harassment is only possible due to other platforms fostering this kind of toxic culture, like 4chan, Reddit, or X. The Everything app. The rise of astroturfing the timeline with often out-of-context clips.
Yeah, X is also part of the problem. I mean, if you ever want to have a bad day, go on X. I mean, there's good things if you only follow good channels and you don't feed into certain things. So if you're not a bot, if you're not an NPC, and you're not clicking all this negative stuff because you're addicted to it and you want to see negativity and you want to have a bad day, and you're like, oh, now my political views have changed on these people because Hasanabi spoke on them. Like, instead of making your own decisions for yourself, you're being told things in a certain fashion and being made into believing it and feeling comfortable with accepting it because of the way somebody says and tries to justify it. That's what's going on. It's complete brainwashing, but you have to be brainwashable in order to be, turned into a Hasanabi viewer.
From clip farms fuels the drama and rage bait even more, giving these channels more content to weaponize.
Only high IQ viewers watch HOODEEZ.
To enter a whole other level of degeneracy online. Streaming. Specifically.
Damn. That f***ed up, Ben. You know what's also f***ed up?
You know what's fucked up? having to censor things in YouTube videos in order to get views. That's what's messed up. I miss the old YouTube, straight from the gold YouTube. I miss the thought. I miss saying F word.
That's what I call a smooth censor. Thank you, Incognito, for sponsoring this
It's
video.
just a word. Why does it have to be
I got
censored?
into a fist fight because I called W a monkey for invading Iraq back in 2003. Yeah, I've also said this over and over again. Like, if you're a socialist, especially in the imperial core, especially in the United States of America, okay, like you have to realize that you're going to take a lot of L's. You're going to be constantly disappointed. Okay, you should never expect someone to automatically agree with you. What the f are we talking about? You're not a liberal. You're not a right winger. Why would you ever expect someone to automatically agree with you? My expectation is that most people are probably going to either not understand my worldview at all or vehemently disagree with it. So I'm always pleasantly surprised when someone is in agreement with my worldview.
For my bachelor's in design,
That's not the way to go about it. That's actually a very immature way to think about things. The way to think with like people who when you're making content, right? If anybody out there wants to be a content creator, you're going to need to have this mindset. And I'm gonna spit some game to you. The people who matter are going to stick around. The people who are smart enough to watch the whole video or to catch the gist of the whole video and actually leave a comment that, you know, sums up what's happening and like actually replies to the whole video as a whole, rather than just taking one segment and or like the first 10 seconds and being like, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm just going to say something offensive. Most of all the criticism that I've ever gotten, which is 5 comments, I've only gotten 5 criticism comments that have actually been criticism on like what I've made. And it's always been like just whatever was in the first few seconds or nothing that even had anything to do with the video that they're commenting on. It was just like hate for the thumbnail that I made.
I actually built a concept around how big data collects and saves our data. That was honestly the first time I
Yes, this guy's a hasanabi head. Yes,
really
Ben is a
understood how
Hasanabi
much
head.
of our data isn't just being
gotta
stored,
pee.
but also being used to build detailed profiles on us. Our politics, what we buy, what we believe in, who we
What
are.
am I looking at?
And
No,
I
it's an
found
ad.
long web price plan, even way worse. Even
Oh yeah, Kick. I do have a Kick channel. I do not stream on there. The reason I don't stream on there is because Kick has not implemented a lot of things to where like it makes it easy to stream on there. There's not enough emotes. There's not enough. I mean, I have emotes on there, but there's not enough like everything. There's no drops. There's no nothing. And like streaming to Kick somehow has like worse bandwidth than YouTube. So like the ping or whatever. I don't know. But Kick is just not a good streaming platform yet. There's not enough money put towards or design put towards like the user friendliness like Twitch. Twitch is a much easier platform to hop on. Your favorite streamers right there. It's not like a bunch of gambling streamers on the left that you've never even heard of. You know, it's not just Kai Cenat at the top. Except for he quit,
hey,
didn't he?
remember the
Didn't he
height of
quit
prank
streaming?
content on YouTube? Casual racism, assault, sexual harassment, even arrest for fake bomb threats. Now imagine this type of entertainment being even way worse.
What about that
than
one
live
girl who was like
streaming one of
twerking on the
biggest
guy? That
streaming
was sexual
platforms that
harassment from a
exists.
woman, and everybody got like all dramatic
Was
about
created
it.
as a competitive
And
platform
she
to
got
Twitch
banned
under
for
the
2
umbrella
days.
of free speech and marketed as the creator-first alternative with a 95-5 revenue split. Kick began to gain massive popularity after the company and co-founder Trainwreck started paying streamers on Twitch millions of dollars to migrate over to them. Most known co-founder
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Kick began
So if you watch people just because they have like a huge, you know, fancy everything, oh, this person has money, I need to watch and see why they have money in order to copy their content and go and do this myself so I can get money. That's what they're doing. Is like most people only respect Trainwrecks because he's rich or something, right? They only respect and they made the Kick platform. I mean, that is different, but like the way they handled it, like making your own platform, that's a huge step. But the way they handled it with the censorship, they played, Aiden Ross just streamed the Super Bowl one time. Remember that?
began to gain massive popularity. After
And they
the
were given
company
million-dollar
Trainwreck
contracts to
started
the
paying
stupidest
on
streamers
Twitch
for no
millions of
reason.
dollars to migrate over to them. Most notably XQC, Aiden Ross, and Drake.
XQC kind of chubby. I thought he had like abs and stuff. XQC's just kind of, he's kind of built like Asmongold's skinnier than XQC.
Yeah, he apparently loved to stream online gambling and got paid hundreds of millions of dollars per year. But Kick's creation wasn't of course about goodwill or an ideological stance on free speech. Kick was founded after Twitch began to ban gambling streams on the platform. Who were the most
100
prominent gambling
million.
streamers on Twitch? Trainwrecks, XQC, and Aiden Ross.
So Drake streams on Kick now? I didn't know that. These 4 people are just keeping the platform alive. That's what's going on. I like Aiden's setup. Aiden's setup kind of dope though. If I had a setup, if I was like doing IRL streams, I'd have a setup like that. I do have a balcony behind me. I'm on the 2nd floor of my apartment, and it's like a balcony, indoor balcony type thing. Love it.
But wait, paying millions of dollars to streamers, 95-5 revenue split.
Right
Where
next
does
to
all
a
that money
window.
come from? Well, who founded Kick? Next to Trainwrecks, Ed Craven, and Bijan Terani, co-founders
I never even heard of these guys.
Stake.com, an online gambling platform. So
Stake,
company-
that's right. It was the Kick platform was to boost the numbers of stake. And like it's like a bunch of kids go out and grab their parents' credit card and gamble with the money. I'm sure this happened. I'm 80% sure that a bunch of kids just went and grabbed their parents' credit card, got on Stake, and did it because their favorite streamer was doing it and showing that, I won't tell my parents and they'll be so happy when I have $20,000 off the 1,000 that they had in the bank. Or like they went and asked her. I guarantee you this happened. It's so likely that I have no doubt in my mind.
This goal is fairly easy to calculate. The more people on Kick, the more people could migrate over to Stake.com. So ad revenue isn't their only main income stream. It's also online gambling. The more attention Kick generates, the more profit it potentially generates.
Stake.com. I wish I could just go order a T-bone or a ribeye. Come on. Why is it gambling?
$100 million, bro. You got me. Brother, I'll go on there and I will crypto gamble 24/7, dude. At that point, man, it's the parents' fault. You got me up. Them kids, dude. Them kids.
More in line with the
I kind of so I don't know about the F them kids type thing, because I mean they're the future generation. Like the kids are more important than they think. Any youth out there, chat, anybody youthful or like below the age of 18, you are the future. You have more power than any of these old rich people. You have the power to become rich yourself. I mean, even if you don't think so, if you can get on the internet, there's tons of ways to make money. You can do a lot of things. You can build your skill base. Even I could go on and on with the opportunities that are given to people when they purchase a PC or like get some like powerful thing going. You can become your own HOODEEZ, you know, type thing.
previously mentioned prank content, you have the likes of Neon or Jack Doherty, who
God, the scum of the earth. Absolute salt on the ground.
dedicated their entire online presence to being a
Yeah, he crashed his whip and then he was just like, is the car okay? And his friend's in the seat recording this. This is all for a stunt. It had to be.
It's obvious that by being a provocative
Crashed a Lamborghini with his friend, and his friend was like bleeding out of his head.
Can get clipped and distributed by paid clip farmers on platforms like Reddit or X, the Everything app. This will boost their virality and attention, therefore more profit. And as the good old prank videos, this type of content.
He said, "Are you recording?" Yeah, he said he didn't ask his friend if he's okay, while blood was just leaking out of his head onto his face.
Then is always filled with edginess, racism, or any sort of
neon.
You're gonna burn in hell, you.
I never found, so I think most of the people who watch More Pegasus look like Neon and act like Neon online. Literally, that's it. Like that they sound, look, and act like Neon. That's who More Pegasus fan base is.
Jewish
nerd emojis.
And if being a walking sewage isn't enough for you, well then we could go a step further into abuse.
Damn. You in the chat if we should go and punch him up. They all want him to get punched up.
A man arrived.
My name's Harrison. Excuse me, my friend.
Which celebrity would make me sad if they died? Oni.
Then, sensing something was up, tried to
Chris
leave.
O'Neill.
HS's hangers-on kicked him. And
You know who I was sad about when they died? Too Mad. The last footage of Too Mad being alive. I was literally so broken up about Too Mad, I didn't even make a video about it. I just kept watching his old videos. Because he worked with Super Mega and everything. Too Mad 100% made me sad when he died. The way he went, the whole conspiracy, the whole drama and everything, I felt bad for the guy. He used to be so happy, and he was like, the internet made him into a pile of insecure mush, and he died from doing drugs, and like his last moments are recorded by his Discord mods, and his Discord mods had no care for him. They were laughing at him while he was doing was it fentanyl? No, it was ketamine. He was doing ketamine. And he was building they were making jokes. They were literally watching him in one of the live stream channels in a Discord channel, his moderators and all of his closest people, which he didn't really have close people. You have to go watch that, WW. Go watch the Too Mad conspiracy. That's good. That is it'll make you sad, for sure.
rained punches down on his head.
Watch the Too Mad Linus Tech Tips video first, it's the funniest.
Vitaly, a dinosaur in a concentration space and known for his old prank and harassment content on YouTube, is nowadays known for his predator hunting content, trying to catch and secretly film alleged predators. This, as you could imagine, has led to various cases of physical abuse or cultivating an environment that's...
Dude, everything is so f***ed up. Like, how do we look at this stuff and we're just like, this is going in a positive direction? I mean, seriously, it's so
well, it's not going in a direction. You can't change the world, Hassan. The world is a set in place sandbox of chaos. You cannot change things. Unless you were the dictator or ruler over everything, things will always be chaotic. Things will always have a good and a bad side. It's never going to end, and this has always been happening. Yeah, maybe the 90s or something, maybe back then we weren't so aware of all the like crime and violence, but now we're just made aware by it, and therefore everybody's... I think it's more beneficial for people to know about the bad things that are happening, therefore they can avoid people like that, and they can recognize psychos and sociopaths in society. If you can't recognize who's a sociopath or a psycho in society just based on the way that they present themselves and everything, like if you can't avoid these toxic people in your life who don't care about you and use you and manipulate you, then you're going to end up being a victim to it.
Let's say hostile. And if we thought he does the public a favor, this has been proven time and time again that this form of justice only worsens the problems it's trying to solve. And also, by the way, if you really thought this is about his moral conscience of catching pedophiles...
Who did you vote for? What? Who did you vote for? What do you think I voted for?
This is stupid. He says Kamala. He calls Kamala right away, right? And then he says, all the people we catch, all the PDF files we catch, they all voted for Kamala. I definitely can't believe anybody voted for Kamala. She was such an idiot. Such an idiot. The way she did her campaign, idiotic. The way she talks, idiotic. I don't know why she was even in office in the first place.
I did. Well, of course, it makes sense. Usually all of them are pedos. Oh, you going on a pedo? Yeah. Not the president? And
moronic.
We have seen all that stuff? No.
The way she carried herself. Her debate with Trump was just a clown show.
There's no proof of that.
It was just the whole time.
I haven't met a Trump.
Speaking of sex crimes and pedophilia, yes, this is also a widespread thing that's happening on Kick. From
widespread
minors to sexual harassment, or even filming the act without the knowledge and consent of the woman and distributing it to the fans via Discord.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that like people now know
shock
Kick
value.
is, like, pedophile hunting, like as a platform where they're doing like quote unquote pedophile hunting. Some of those are like obviously, I assume hired, but
GDion's
literally
PDF file videos are funny
on the platform.
I like that. I like GDion's content.
Content creators who I wish
GDion didn't get quote unquote canceled.
Child material on
For
the
being
platform,
Christian
in the
or
Discord
whatever.
servers. Like that was when Kick first started. There were a bunch of content creators. The meta was you go on these platforms, or underage girls are on the platform, and you try to quote unquote riz them up. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's disgusting. But they were trying to groom minors into sharing that they would then paywall in their Discord. CSAM that they basically paywalled. They would get off of like Omegle and all these other like randomized chat apps. That's what they used to do.
I'm 16. How old are you?
Yeah, this guy.
Yes.
He's lying about his age.
15? Damn, that's perfect. You can stand up.
I play with that little 8th grade play.
Is that D4VD? That's him, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. D4VD looks way worse than that.
Wait, listen, how old are you? I'm 19.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys these are the guys. These are the guys that literally do it.
I'm 16.
You said 18?
Yeah.
You could still write this off as edgy pedo jokes. I don't know who the f do that, but you could. It goes beyond.
Every VR chat troll, every single troll on VR chat would do that. Daily.
Yeah, another right but too early moment
24/7.
for me was when I warned Train about unregulated platforms devolving into Nazi file cesspools. When Kick first started, I told Train very publicly, I was like, look, man, more competition in the streaming space is good for all streamers. Okay? That means that like Twitch has to be a more competitive platform, offer better contracts to his content creators, not drop the ball as much.
He's talking about it being about money. He just slipped up. He was talking about the money. He just thinks that, oh, if there's competition between the platforms, then one will pay the streamer to go over to the other one. Just because that's happened with Hassan, didn't it? Like, didn't he get a contract to stream on Kick or something?
Okay. So I don't necessarily have an issue with a new competitive platform being born in this field. But I have to warn you that you guys are not regulating your platform at all because you want growth. And when you have an unregulated platform, when there's no TOS, when there's no moderation, it's going to turn into a neo-Nazi infested.
It's just a bunch of people watching movies and anime over there. You can literally watch like I guess NSFW stuff on Kick too. I haven't really looked into Kick too much. I saw some people playing games, but most of it's just like a bunch of people promoting the gambling site, right? And giving away money. The most popular streamers on Kick are giving away money, quote unquote. Giving away money. They're spinning a wheel. If you donate, you get to spin the wheel type thing. Like it's a bunch of like bait for you to spend money on Kick.
Shithole filled to the brim with files. And lo and behold, that's precisely what happened with Kick. Okay? That is exactly what happened with Kick. Another moment of being right, but too early. One of the craziest parts about this is like all of the warnings that I issued to both Train and XQC and numerous others, obviously at the time were not well received by these people because they were about to generate $100 million contracts, right? So they were like, shut the up. And they basically farmed endless amounts of hate off of me, endless amounts of hate off of Pokimane. They negatively polarized their audiences against myself, against Pokimane, and many others. And what's really interesting is their community obviously also went along with that. They were like, the Hassan thing was a huge meme.
The Hassan thing? Is he talking about the dog being shocked? He doesn't want to like mention what he did? Dude, the Hassan shocking is the shock, my dog, I can't stop. Yeah. Dude, he did that. He definitely shocked his dog. It was proven how powerful the collar was and everything. Everybody was talking about that. That's what he's talking about right now, and he doesn't want to mention what it is because he feels shame from it. Because that was his downfall. He used to pull bigger numbers than whatever he's doing now. He was doing, what, 50K? He dropped down 30K.
Mad. Their audiences were so mad. And what's even more interesting is many in their audiences, whether due to their own personal suffering as a consequence of, the gambling debt that they incurred, or, a loved one incurring similar, falling by the wayside for addiction, they all literally started agreeing with the initial warning that I had delivered, but they never actually turned around and were like, yeah, why do I hate this Hassan guy? They just never forgot that they hate me, but now they also hate XQC too.
No, he's not mentioning that he shocked his dog.
What about you show me your face? It's a better idea.
I'll show you a picture.
See my screen?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can. Is that a 12-year-old? No, I don't.
Bro, that girl just told you she was a sexual assault survivor, and your next question was how many
Just
bodies
disgusting.
Wait,
Disgusting people out there who just don't have any. It's a bunch of sociopaths, okay? They don't have any regard for other people. They don't care about the consequences of their actions, and they don't care how they affect other people's lives in negative ways. That's mainly what's wrong with like everything. It's just sociopaths. People are looking up to sociopaths, and they get to this fame and everything because they are willing to do things that other people are not willing to do because other people have like consciences. They're aware that they are probably negatively impacting their image and other people's like lives are at stake because they're like spreading Nazism and all that.
Just to get girls to expose themselves so that he can secretly screen record it and post it onto a Discord server under an NSFW channel. That is his content.
What I meant by the Nazism thing is like, if you are a streamer and you are teaching younger audiences to be okay with the whole Elon Musk thing, I don't know, like if you're teaching kids to be okay with or like a lot of streamers don't care, and they're like, oh, I'm not teaching kids, the kids choose to watch the channel, I never told them to, type thing. So but they're in front of kids and they're not teaching good values, they're teaching them to like be hateful towards one race or another and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, is like if there's a bunch of Nazis out there and they're sociopathic and they don't care about what happens when they do their actions and stuff, they just care about views and money.
To be fair here, all PDF files mentioned here have been banned on Kick, but arguably White and
not how it impacts the kids in the future of America and other countries.
When a platform has little to none moderation, cultivates a culture based on outrage, rage bait, and scandals in order to make as much profit as possible.
An investigation has been launched after a French
But
streamer
what is Hasanabi's
died in a
chat?
live
What is
broadcast
this?
on the online platform
Men?
Kick.
46-year-old Raphael Gravin, also known as Jean Pomenov, to his
JFC, it works, and then when you grow up are made to feel like absolute shit. They label us as slut at 14 after they groomed us. Not all men, but always a man. Dude, the weird ass chat, dude.
online followers. He had 600,000 followers on the likes of TikTok, also a big audience on the video streaming site Kick, and it was there where he was reportedly taking part in a 10-day marathon live video.
This was
when
so
he
bad.
died in his sleep near Nice on Sunday.
There's plenty of women who sexually abuse kids too.
And I'm really
plenty
only
of them.
scratching the surface here. If you want a deep dive into
It's
the
not just
legitimacy
men.
of Kick content, I highly suggest watching Geobry, Jabroni, Something About Chickens, and more great creators highlighting this issue. So we have a streaming platform that heavily drives off loose moderation, edgy content, normalizing racism, hate speech, transphobia, homophobia, anti-Semitism, assault, pedophilia, sex crimes, distribution of CP, and more.
Have you guys noticed that Hasanabi hasn't said anything this whole thing? This whole time, Hasanabi has not reacted. He's just sitting there. Wait till Asmongold comes up. I'm sure he's gonna say something.
That has even led to a live stream death of a man who was assaulted for days in front of a live audience, with little to no consequences for the streamers. While the founder of Kick can oftentimes be seen engaging with this type of content, only for them to make even more money of potentially driving minors into gambling addictions. An addiction notorious for ruining thousands, if not millions of lives, leading to even worse addictions or worse. So,
why isn't any other independent media showed what's really going on? I haven't seen this anywhere else but on here. What do you mean? Dog, every outlet in independent media, on political Twitter, and also even down to CNN, is sponsored by Kalshi, Polymarket, and
Nobody knows what this is. Get off my screen. Hey, you guys want to hear nothing for like a whole freaking 20 minutes? Gosh. Go back to the video, man. I wish we're watching him react to it, but like, what does he even say right here? What does he say?
shared the system too. Why are you trying to change it? Why are you trying to constantly complain and make changes in the system? You're benefiting from it as well. Just shut up and enjoy it, dude. Just enjoy the bounties of being in the Imperial Core. Enjoy the bounties of not having been born on the other side of the boundary, on the other side of the border wall. Just eat cheeseburger, do the gambling ad, and shut up and take the money. Why won't you take the money? They're giving you the money for free.
It sounds like Hasanabi is like advocating for the gambling and everything.
Distribution of revenge and CP here.
And he's mad
Even
that people are just taking more money. That's
now
what he
we've
was
reached
mad
the
about
point
just then.
where we have to go on a more structural.
From innocent people who are just idiots and giving money to these
entire generation.
morons. So it says a lot about like humanity as a whole and like the mentality that humanity has as a whole when we're both, right now, you and me, are watching a Hasanabi video. He should be irrelevant. The only reason I'm watching the Hasanabi one and not the original video is because it brings in views. And also I think it's going to be really funny when Asmongold comes up.
Causing real-life domino effects that has the potential to change the lives of millions.
Asmongold will not
There is a
react to
logical
this.
pipeline that could start with
Everything you've heard in this video so far is nothing compared to what Asmongold does.
drama channels or kick type of content that could lead to more extremist ideologies. While there are various creators potentially responsible for the radicalization of mostly young men, I want to highlight one of Kick's biggest streamers here. The guy who, by the way, advocated for a lot of those previously named streamers to be unbanned.
The guy that started it all. I don't get the hate against Asmongold. I liked Asmongold too. You will get the hate. You will understand. I liked Asmongold, WW. I did. I literally watched a lot of his videos and I agreed with a lot of things he said. I did not know that he was so, like, he was hiding his true, like, feelings about just other races. And his complete disregard for the mental health of other people. You can't help be born with disabilities. He hates people for being born with disabilities. Like, it's just evil. And I don't think he has any remorse for the things he says and how it affects other people. So, yeah, I mean, I might sound like a hater, but I used to be a fan of Asmongold, man. Not the World of Warcraft part, not him playing video games or anything, but just his takes in general. He does have a lot of common sense. Yeah, that's probably why he has so much money, but he's also a sociopath. And he wears that proudly on his shoulder. He does not have any care for all of humanity. He could care less if his entire chat died. Can't you picture him saying that? Like, it's just, that's the way he says things. The thing is that he don't care about people outside of America. That's it. He's a Trump.
Yeah.
Aiden Ross.
Another judge me by
and
my
hey,
enemies.
I like
Holy
Trump too.
shit,
Trump's
this is
funny,
literally just
but like
wall to wall.
That's it.
This is just wall to wall. All of my biggest ops, dude.
More than often, sociopaths will have like more like, what is it? What's the word for it? Charismatic. They're just charismatic. Charisma. They have charisma. They riz everybody up with their I'm Donald Trump, and they're just so different. They just have to be so different. You know? Well, that made me hate him. I don't want you to hate him because I'm like, you'll see. No, this will make you hate him at the end of the video. But it's true.
Just to be clear, I am
Asmongold does not care about
Aiden.
If you are Mexican, right? if you're not just an immigrant, if you are just a different skin color, Asmongold treats you differently. That's it. He sees black people as like animals, and like he's made this very clear that he lumps black people in with like apes and stuff. He literally says this live on stream. He's said that before.
Is somehow worse than the kick stream.
That's not misinformation.
In fact,
that's
he's
100%
far
true.
from that. The reason why I want to mention him now is because of his responsibility of spewing and normalizing an ideology that could potentially end up affecting generations, leading to a more radicalized path.
Andrew! I love you. I mean, like, I love you. I mean, I love you, man. Like, you don't... I know you have a good heart. I love him, bro. I love him with all my heart. I missed you.
He's such a twink.
You got bigger and you got stronger.
And he's doing this just to make fun of the gay community.
And also a massive... I can just tell you have a good heart. You have good intentions. How could you not smile, XQ? He's great. Andrew, please don't go.
I hate Aiden Ross. I hate him.
So all you guys that get to pick your pronouns, my pronouns is kill/them, okay? Y'all, bro. Y'all are making the world a shitty place, bro. I'm gonna call you either a guy or a girl. I'm not calling...
Aiden, you're making the world a shitty place, dude. You're making all us guys who are, like, who look like Aiden Ross look bad. Like, Aiden Ross, didn't he have, like, curly hair and stuff? Is Aiden Ross going bald? I don't know.
You by a cat.
I'm not saying I look like Aiden Ross, it's just he's making a bunch of, like, people just look like idiots. He's too old to be acting the way he does, you know. Has donated 9,000 bottles of baby oil. That's insane.
Black turtle. Tail. Whiskers. I'm going.
Did it say has donated 9,000 bottles of baby oil in the chat? Did I miss that?
If you're already familiar with the manosphere, I think it comes to no surprise that a large chunk of that content bubble overlaps with kick content and even drama channels, especially when targeted at female creators. I'll keep it short here, as I've already discussed the manosphere on this channel enough to the point of exhaustion. Kick, drama channels, or God, I haven't even talked about.
The channels are not the problem. The viewers are. People consume this stuff and they think it's like relevant in their lives, and then they go and they act upon what they saw in the video and feel empowered by it. That is the problem. Influencers. They influence the population to think a certain way. Really, I hate that I'm even making this video, but I'm doing it for views. Has donated 9,000 thongs.
Podcasts are the perfect vehicle for the expansion and normalization of manosphere ideologies. The rise of Clavicula proves how parts of the incel culture have already...
I'm not only doing it for views, I'm doing it for more awareness upon, like, if you see one of these drama channels, Asmongold, if you see more Pegasus, if you see any of that on your timeline, I suggest I'm not interested. The three little dots at the top on the right, I'm not interested. Do not show this channel. Because it is going to just nothing. They have no value. They have nothing to teach you. They're not going to make you happy. They're not going to make you laugh. They're not going to do anything but like turn you into a sour person who hates everything and have negativity for the rest of the day in your head. Literally, that's how most people, like, a lot of people say, oh, you're taking it too seriously, or watching the video and like taking it into your own life. Yeah, sure. Sure, you aren't fully, like, invested into it. Yeah, you're a smart guy. I wasn't fully invested into any of Asmongold's videos, so it didn't really affect me or more Pegasus or anything, because I use it for YouTube. That's where my value, I get my drama value. I know things about these content creators because of those content creators. That's why I watched it. If I was a normal viewer, I would have never watched any of those. New Spider-Man trailers out, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I stopped watching Spider-Man after the third movie.
Many kick streamers aren't just spreading the word of the Tates like subservient missionaries, but also adopt many of their business strategies like online pimping, stealing a portion of OnlyFans.
When they put Edward Cullen as Spider-Man, that's why I stopped.
Well, also on, you know, women across the board and calling them all whores and stuff.
Preaching about the downfall of Western men and society.
I do want to play the Spider-Man 2 game though. That does look sick. That's a really good movie. Have you seen the Resident Evil movie trailer? Yeah, there's probably a...
It's grifting.
I did see it. I think I saw a little bit of it. It's got Claire and everything in it. And Leon.
And they are self-aware of that.
You've got 500,000 people on your Telegram, right?
Yeah.
And you're advertising OnlyFans girls on there.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a contradiction there?
No, because I openly say I don't give a and I'm doing it for money. I don't care about
the morality of it.
I know it's not good. I say to people, don't watch porn. It's sad. It's loser shit.
You can't say I promote it, but I discourage people from doing it.
But you can.
Why not try and be a good person?
If I'd just done...
This is also the classic train wrecks argument. You know, I always tell people gambling is bad. I'm actually doing a social service by showing people how bad gambling is.
Good things, I would never have really blown up on social media in the first place.
That's the truth. That is the truth. You do not blow up on social media unless you are getting haters. Haters make you famous. They say cowboys don't cry. God. W thumbnail for Oliver Tree doing that like muscle bodysuit and everything, but I could not watch Cowboys Don't Cry for more than 10 seconds. I watched 10 seconds of it and then I clicked out and never listened to that song again.
There's one problem, however.
Little kids, huh?
Personally,
always have to adapt your content.
Sorry if you like that song.
Real fast.
Don't want to hate on anybody's stuff.
On shock value.
I'm just giving my own critique from how I see
gotta
it.
Be even more outrageous, more extreme, pushing the boundaries more and more. This is not a sustainable model. In order to
I do have like music videos and music on my channel.
You are pushed to do this kind of stuff.
You know, I'm kind of thinking we should bring the Nazi salute back. Because the people we've been arguing with for the last 4 years have no interest in objective truth.
It's so crazy that he's black.
It's just disrespect. What? He's black?
It's just none of it makes sense. I mean, him and like Myron, they're both black and they're white supremacists. Isn't that wild? You guys didn't know that he's from Gary, Indiana. His dad is not only black, but his dad is a famous black chess player.
The chess player.
He's from
I didn't know that.
Gary, Indiana, dude. What do you mean?
I didn't know his dad was black. Okay.
Hail SpaceX!
That explains the genetics. That explains how he got in such good shape. Like, people who have black genetics, they do have like better genetics. That's gonna be a weird take from me, but like I'm just saying, they do. They for some reason a lot of them are very skinny, a lot of them very tall. It's just the genetics from I don't know. Do you agree with Andrew Tate? No. No, nothing that Andrew Tate says has any like sane what is it? It's just like everything he says is subjective to the person. And we don't have to live in a world that completely goes by the rules of Andrew Tate. That's it. Like he doesn't. Person does interviews with famous people.
That is genuinely one of the craziest aspects of Groyper culture, is that it's literally far more diverse. It is more diverse than a DSA meeting, bro. I'll say it. I'll say it, dude. Groypers are like, there's only one guy in this entire bus, bro. There's one guy that's white.
Listen, chat. HOODEEZ, the channel HOODEEZ, I want to make goofy videos. But YouTube doesn't like when I make goofy videos. When I make goofy videos, that Pragmata video only has 2 views on it. The video that's like hilarious and like the short was really good. Shorts get more views than my videos, so why do I even make YouTube videos if nobody's supporting it? Nobody's just going and leaving a like and not watching the video or something. I don't know. Just nobody's supporting the goofy videos I make. They support the drama. They like watching the drama. It's a bunch of parasitic people who are like not happy with their lives wanting to watch drama. and I hate to make drama, but that's what makes my YouTube channel get to a point where I can feel comfortable. Because right now, I'm racing against the clock. If you haven't noticed, I've been pushing out constant content, and that's because YouTube forced me to. I have not been monetized on this channel, right? Once you get monetized, you're monetized. You can now know the ins and outs. I can learn more about the YouTube algorithm, but I have never had the chance to get monetized, and it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years of me making videos. YouTube has given me ups and downs. Yes, I made the ball in IRL video. Yes, that blew up. Yes, that gave me 2,000 subscribers from 1,000 subscribers, and ever since then I've just been making little by little 1 subscriber a day, which is enough for me to feel satisfied. I'm not losing my mind or anything. I do want to just keep making funny videos, but this is what YouTube gives me views for. I guarantee you, once this video is done, this will make more views than the Pragmata video for some reason.
In this bus is clavicular, and he's male to male trans. This is technically one of the most diverse groups of guys. Okay? It's insane. Nah, man, you're wrong.
I don't want to lose my passion for making videos due to other people, you know, due to YouTube. I've always just liked making videos, so I don't want to lose that passion. It's absolutely sad, the people who watch this, and they only watch this to see like a bunch of, like, what are you even looking at right now? Why do you watch it? Why do you care about, like, people who watch clavicular, people who watch these, like, rich people who just say assholic things? Why do they watch it? Because it says something about their inner demons. Like, that is what they want themselves to be like. They wish they were inside this van. And, you know, like, a lot of people are just there to hate and watch like a train wreck. They just want to watch everything go up in smoke and flames. They want the world to burn. They don't care about anybody. A lot of sociopaths are just out there, man, and you just haven't met them.
It's a joke.
Or you probably have met them.
The spineless you would imagine.
Anybody who can do something assholish to somebody else and not care about it.
We'll collab this week. Me and Sneak are going to collab this week. We're going to play Fort with Bradley Martin and maybe Aiden Ross. Maybe Cheese.
Saying out-of-pocket things about other people for no reason.
We'll squash it on
to get a reaction.
Towers.
Here's my advice.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Man, okay, that's the biggest difference, and Tate is so right. It is girls versus boys. The world is being divided now.
Replace man with leader. Replace man with leader. It does not have to be about sex. It is not specifically about sex. A woman can be a leader. A man can be a leader. Anybody can be a leader. An animal can be a leader if they are a leader, okay? If they actually understand how to lead people, right? They understand how to have good intentions for their people so that nobody dies, nobody becomes, you know, hateful towards each other. They're leading the world to a better place. That's what a good leader is. There's bad leaders too. A lot of these content creators, they're bad leaders. They're leading the world into a into what is it called? There's going to be a war within America, I think. It'll be a war within America because everybody has guns, right? And once there's so much divide and hate, there will just be more and more shootings, less policing, and like it's just going to become all-out fire everywhere. I guarantee you that'll happen if everybody just keeps becoming more sociopathic and hateful. There will be more shootings, more people just... And that's what's going to happen. I see it happening. It's been happening, but it could get worse. The less there's good people, the more crime. There's going to be Batman in the future, dude. We're all going to be living in Asylum or whatever. Arkham.
You've got women on one side, and you got real on the other. Real men.
Wow.
Real guys.
Who is this
real
guy?
Balls. That's the difference. Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. It's your body, my choice.
We're gonna do streamer awards, and we're gonna do the real.
Yo, it's Mizkiv. Remember when Mizkif dictated what Emaru could wear and threw things at her? And drove over 140 miles an hour in an Audi R8 to scare her, and then like held a gun to a guy's head at gunpoint for 30 minutes straight until the cops got there? Remember that? When he couldn't leave the property, he could just choose to leave. Mizkif kept him held with a gun. Everybody thinks these people are saints. They think they can do whatever they want.
Awards. Nick Fuentes deserves a award, am I right? So we're gonna give out awards to people that mean.
What? Aiden Ross thinks Nick Fuentes needs an award. He's over here saying the N-word hard R on his stream, and Aiden Ross thinks Nick Fuentes needs an award. Wow. Wasn't Aiden Ross's whole, like, shtick was black people? Like, his whole thing that made him famous was black people. They were all clowning on him. I remember the come up of Aiden Ross. I remember when he entered the whole YouTuber sphere. The streaming sphere, let's say. He was just a clown. He was just a lolcow. He still is, but he became a Kai Cenat. It's the Kai Cenat effect.
Internet who actually
The
deserve
Aiden Ross effect, should I say. Kai Cenat became an Aiden Ross, that's right. And you know what? Didn't Aiden Ross bring Kai Cenat on? Like, he brought him up too? The only reason Kai Cenat became so famous is because of Aiden Ross.
I don't care what anybody says. Aiden Ross is one of the good ones. That's the homie. The Jote, the Jew of all time. The man.
Two-faced. He would have said, like, so much hate towards Aiden Ross if Aiden Ross wasn't S and his D underneath the desk.
That's the homie. The Jote, the Jew of all time.
Slobbing on it.
Holy shit. And we thought PewDiePie introducing Ben Shapiro to a young, impressionable audience was bad. Remember the intellectual dark web? Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, Sam Harris, Eric and Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, and...
I mean, these guys also paved the way for these other next wave of dipshits, if we're being honest. One of the greatest grifts of all time. I swear to God, I don't give credit to the CIA that much, but I gotta give them credit for this one. They really cooked. Was the new atheism movement. Okay? The new atheism movement, with some very notable exceptions, like Kyle Kalinske, Secular Talk, shouts out, all were Obama era. They all on George W. Bush for, you know, the attack on stem cell research and the anti-evolution education stuff. And then under the Obama era, they just became the biggest Islamophobes, and they never really stopped. An entire generation of people who are like, oh, I just hate all religion, except I also think it's okay to just go and random Muslim people in their countries. Sam Harris, the intellectual dark web, these guys all came from that background.
That's the whole reason religion was invented. The whole reason religion was invented was to keep people from going out and R-wording each other, killing each other. That's the whole reason. It was the law back in the day. The religion was the law back in the day. Hoodies, how can I send songs to you? My Discord. If you're in my Discord, you can upload media there, I think. I'm not gonna watch them on stream because I don't think. I got AI songs. Are they Gucci Marks? I've watched all the Gucci Marks ones. Those are pretty great.
That was the new atheist movement.
Shot my dog, I can't stop.
Hitchens. Yep. Is Kyle an exception or simply reformed? No, Kyle never actually
200 volts straight in a top.
Into the Islamophobia stuff. A big
he's got a Hasanabi AI song.
Movement actually was when Sam
You got
Harris
an intro for me?
debated Uncle Shaky Gurga.
I probably shouldn't use an AI intro song.
You're probably too young. But I still remember I was there. Uncle Cenk Uygur, Shaky Gurga, debated Sam Harris on Islam. And it was a huge ordeal in these spaces. Back then, all the hate content that Cenk was getting was coming from Steven Crowder, right? Steven Crowder would make a lot of videos about Cenk, but there wasn't a lot of like big content creators that were somewhat
It's a song I might like, okay.
Or came from this like atheist content background, that kind of thing. Kept saying over and over again that Barack Obama and Cenk
I hope I do
and
like
other
it.
progressives were actually regressive. Dave Rubin loved doing that one. because they were actually pro.
Bro, the only thing regressive is your hairline.
Bovine-like warrior, bovine Barry Weiss, barreled Weiss. She's the one who did the intellectual dark web.
Chet, can you believe his hair is fake? He has an implant. He's had hair implants. His hair's fake. He's bald. He literally was going bald, and he got like a bunch of holes in his head, and had the hair from his ass put onto his head. Isn't that crazy?
Article.
No, it was from the back of his head, but still. They took the hairs from the back of his head and implanted them into the top of it.
I still remember she called Ben.
What type of style songs do you like? I like Drip Warts music. That is really good. Dumbledore drown for the drip. Yeah. And also Worry Slowed. That was really good.
Hero, the intellectual gladiator of
I think
the right.
Worry Slowed is my most
Shaky
addictive song that I listen to
debate.
right now.
3 hours long, 6 million
I can't wait to
views.
listen to it later.
This was an atom bomb. Okay, I was at the Young Turks when this happened.
Makes me feel like
This
I'm
was a
doing
mother-
something, you know.
Atom
That's
bomb,
what this
dude.
music
Lamau
is.
Jank doesn't.
Music's usually like empowering, right? If you choose your music right, then it'll make you like feel more empowered. It's kind of like taking vitamins. I don't know. Music just has healing properties, really. It does. Like it can heal your mentality. It can make you feel better when you're feeling stressed. It relieves stress. It can build stress. Like certain songs make me stressed, so I don't listen to them. Worry Slowed is the least cortisol song. Also the cortisol meme song. That's a really good one. That take me back home, like when my cortisol.
I don't understand how probability theory works. This was the video that killed TYT for me. I'm more intrigued by Sam's patience than his intelligence. When I pictured Jank licking strawberry popsicle, it made the conversation more sense.
Sam Hyde's really funny.
Deeper. Jank, error 404. So happy.
Sam Hyde is the only political YouTuber that I like. He's funny. He's a comedian. That's why. He's first and foremost a comedian. Most of his political stuff isn't really that, you know, serious, but he does make a lot of really good points, Sam Hyde.
With how this video was received, these comments give me hope for
I
humanity.
agree with almost
The number of
everything
times
Sam Hyde
Harris spends
says.
5 to 10 minutes trying to explain a complex point of argument Jank utterly fails to understand. Sam Harris's
You know what's crazy?
complex point.
I had no idea about Sam Hyde, and then I met a psycho, right? And we're talking about like an actual psycho who put a machete to my friend's neck, and I had to put him in a headlock and stomp his jaw down. He's actually a psycho. He introduced me to Sam Hyde, and he totally talks and acts like Sam Hyde. He took every message that Sam Hyde had and turned it into like some sort of weird personality of his own. Like this guy did not have a personality of his own.
Point of argument was Islam is
He was just
a
Sam
backwards
Hyde in a really
religion
skinny
across
body.
the board, and it's not mere ideology and that the interpretation is up to the individual, but instead everyone that is a follower of Islam is a backwards monster. Now we know now why Sam Harris used to say that, right? I think nowadays Sam Harris is maybe not so much of an overt atheist, especially because there's one.
Does anybody care about this? Nope. Let's just skip straight to the Asmongold since we've been doing this for 52 minutes. Or more than that, huh? An hour and a half. We're gonna go straight to the Asmongold. Where is it? I just wanted to give this like a chance, but dude, Hasanabi. There's nothing. Here we go. That's when he starts talking. You can notice that like when Asmongold pops up, boom, immediate big screen. Here we go.
But as long as these guys are skilled enough to dance around it, it's not going to be a good faith conversation. So no matter how much charity you show them, it doesn't matter. They're just, the fact that you're even encountering them, the fact that you're even talking to them is enough for them to call.
Is real attention here. If you are in the Fuentes bubble, you automatically out yourself as an open sympathizer of Nazi ideology.
Really? That is really what's going on too. I mean, that's real. Not really, but I mean real. Real. So what you watch, if you are seriously like trying to live your life like these streamers and stuff and preach all this weird ideology about like Nazism and like just hate, then that's it. That's it. It speaks for itself. You are what you watch.
This could potentially be too upfront, or actually too openly extreme for a lot of people, especially when they aren't too deep into the online far-right pipeline yet. Fuentes is the end of the pipeline. The most dangerous creator, who currently outpaces all of them in reach and influence, is also someone who has been the most watched Twitch streamer worldwide multiple times and even outranked Kendrick Lamar in iTunes Speed in 2025.
And we're talking about the wizard himself, Mr. Roach.
Asmongold.
Yep, Asmongold.
Resolve to become a club guy in Miami. Maybe these Jews and women and blacks aren't so bad. But then they proved me right. My former life of hatred and anti-Semitism is completely vindicated. I am doubling down. More anti-Semitism, more Hitler, more racism, more sexism. Oh my God! In the club? Well then, now we're going even harder than ever. Oh, I love it.
You guys like Asmongold? WW, didn't you say you liked Asmongold? Prepare to be amazed.
Wait for me?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Dude, so based. Oh, so based.
Mike Shagubian
is the fakest laugh of all time. He just has to sit there and act like this dude is incredibly cool because he has a lot of clout. Yeah, Twitch banned me for reading
Meet the Robinsons is such a good movie.
As part of my job because it was, once again, another breaking news incident that right-wingers were disseminating misinformation on, you know, biased through a biased lens. And Twitch banned me. It's awesome.
They're lying. They're lying.
Twitch banned you. But look at you now. You're right back on it.
These parasite migrants into our country.
Twitch should ban him permanently.
So funny that, like, there are genuinely a ton of people out there who are busy working. They deliver for Amazon. They do Uber. They do Postmates, whatever. And in their off time, they're watching like YouTube drama farmers and these apolitical content creators that are not like directly affiliated with Asmongold or anybody else, or directly affiliated with.
You know what Twitch should have done?
They're watching TikToks. And when they watch those TikToks, those guys are developing this idea that someone like myself is constantly breaking the rules on Twitch and never getting punished for it. Whereas someone like Asmongold is simply a regular dude saying the truth. Sometimes maybe saying
what I was going to say is I think if there was a streaming platform where you have to be playing a video game or something, therefore it is reinforcing the thing that is actually carrying the platform, right? Most of these streaming platforms wouldn't be anywhere without gamers. Gamers are what keep the platforms alive. Gamers are what keep people coming back. That's a fact. That's always how it has been. And that's what I relate with video games, so therefore I watch people who play the video games I play. Like, that's what's going on with these. That's what I've always grew up with. That's what I still do to this day. I've always watched people play video games because I like the video games, and it would bring me joy to see other people enjoying something that I used to enjoy so much, you know? And seeing all this political crap just ruining everybody who watches them, and they're telling them that they're artards because they watch gaming channels and stuff, and it's just a bunch of slop, and like, it's just souring everything. Why Twitch allows these people on their platform, beyond me. It's a complete loss. It's an L. You're affecting your platform so badly, Twitch. So many mistakes there. Just make it so people can't stream anime all day and, you know, just run reruns and farm your platform. Apparently, if Asmongold keeps talking about, he always flex how he's not making Twitch any money. They're paying to have him on there practically because he uses up so much hours streaming, and therefore like the Twitch is at a loss because of Asmongold being on there, having a bunch of viewers and stuff. I'm not sure how that works exactly, because of course he's bringing in ad revenue for the platform, but I think the ad revenue doesn't outweigh the server cost or whatever, like how much it costs to run constant servers and keep videos uploaded on there and everything.
Manner, sometimes going a little too far, but ultimately he's just a regular dude, right? I mean, he wears a white t-shirt, so I can't possibly fathom that this is a multi-millionaire with numerous businesses that he owns, right? Just a normal guy with normal guy takes. Why?
Yeah, Asmongold, he lives in this like bunker looking house, is like and he lives like not too far from me actually. Asmongold is I think he keeps the dirty room thing and everything. It was all like planned, and then he cleans it up later when he hit like a certain number. It was all planned to make him look poor or something, but then he's rich as hell and he's got his own PC company now.
Because nobody sees this shit. Because those apolitical content creators, the drama tubers, have not realized that they could generate probably the same amount of clicks.
Literally, if any of these YouTubers see this video, they're probably not going to like me. And they're probably not going to want to associate with me. That's it. That's the only problem I see with uploading this video, is that it's just a big circle jerk between YouTubers, and they all fake like each other practically. It's all about the money.
If they made these sorts of videos on Asmongold, and it's
like last night, it kind of made me, I'm just going to say it. I didn't mean to send that. Why'd you paste that? WW, what's wrong with you, dude? WW, what's wrong with you, dude? That's like the worst thing that you can put into a chat. Why would you do that? I can't cut that out of the video. It's going to be extremely hard to cut out of the video, dude. Monetization video. Oh boy. Hang on. No, I got it. You're good. Can I delete it? Can I even like... Oh my gosh, come on. Dude, I hate Twitch so much. I meant to put that in Amazon. You made a grave mistake. I'm trying to get rid of it right now. And I don't even know how to do this. Bro, how do I do this? It should just be like a right click, man. Why is this so hard to moderate? How do people do this? Oh my god, come on. Fuck. Yeah. Are you trolling me right now? That's nobody's credit card, right? You're trolling. You gotta be.
Far too easy for them.
Well, it's not my fault. I can't do anything about it, and it's not my fault.
Information slop factory that exists within the Sex Destiny community that gets base boosted.
Sorry, WW. I hope you learned from that.
This is how you.
I hope nothing happens to your girlfriend's card, but I don't know how to take it out of the chat.
You feed the algorithm. What it takes to to feed the
Twitch is not easy to moderate at all.
Basically a couple viral hits. A couple viral hits shitting on a guy. Okay? And if those hit, then everybody looks at that and goes, okay, there's an incredible trove of manufactured outrage that we can farm off of shitting on a guy, off of shitting on a dude. Without any care or consideration.
Wow, what good content shitting on dudes. He's gonna go on and on and on about this.
Make meaningful
and
changes in
he's not gonna play Asmongold at all. It's just remember the Meat Canyon video where Asmongold and hasanabi are making out? That's true.
What's going on? So the only thing you have is this poison that makes you feel a sense of community.
Hey, WW, just don't worry about it. Just don't even stress. It's not like anybody watches me. I'm a dead YouTuber, dude. You know it. You know nobody cares about HOODEEZ. HOODEEZ is gonna be like nothing in a few years. I guarantee it. Like, I've tried so hard to keep this channel alive. I put everything into it, and I put money into it. I put time into it. I made this VTuber myself. I did everything. You've seen what I've done. Like, if you look at my YouTube channel, I'm at 600 videos. Most channels at this, 600 videos, usually are like 1 million subscribers. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, too. Nobody's ever told me. I've never even, like... I don't know. I'm just complaining.
A sense of wholeness, a sense of purpose. Meanwhile, it's literally rotting your soul.
Clearly an affliction, and there is also clearly a solution.
But don't stress over that. It's not a big deal.
Because it might make them feel bad.
I'll try to cut it out of the video, okay?
Yeah, all the time. Oh, constantly. All the time. Yeah, if somebody makes me mad or something like that, yeah, of course.
As so often with these types of political creators, they actually started with a completely different type of content.
If it happens a second time, though, WW, I'll know that you're trolling me, though.
He was ultimately one of...
Don't make it too obvious, come on.
No, I was in high school at the time that Hurricane Katrina happened. And a lot of the displaced people from Hurricane Katrina went to my high school. And they would all wear the same t-shirts, and they were animals. Every single one.
Right there, he associates black people with animals. He compares them.
One of them. Honestly, the hurricane could have done a better job.
And he said the hurricane could have like killed more of them.
Two specific events on the internet really pushed him to the person he is today.
Wokeness in video games.
Gamergate and the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Especially his coverage of the trial exploded Asmon's viewership.
It's a crazy person, right? And this is the...
I was around watching when he did this, actually. I was watching this live.
Problem is that, like, whenever you're dealing with a crazy person, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what they're going to say. It's awful.
Asmon is the perfect representation.
He wasn't a wife beater. He didn't do anything. He would just... She was annoying as hell. Like, and it was awful for him to even, like, accuse Johnny Depp of that.
Of the modern online right.
There's no proof
Only
of that.
Mostly white, young, incredibly online, socially isolated, angry...
I don't know if they're mostly white.
Men. It is
Johnny Depp won the case, too.
Community, as most of them fell victim to the slow radicalization process by admiring a creator they have a parasocial bond with, while also having rightful frustrations with a system that all of us, but who are being misled into meaningless cultural bullshit. It is a totally other thing.
That's it. That's the main takeaway. I want people to be like, I will just lock it. That sucks, but I mean, that would be the right thing to do.
When the agitator not only...
I hate when I have to lock my bank card because I lost it or something. But that's always been very stressful. I'm sorry, man.
Understand whatever article you want me to read.
Simple mistake.
Understand is human psychology and incentives. And incentives and human psychology are the deciding factors of how people will behave. I don't need to read your little special book or your Wikipedia article or anything else besides that. None of that stuff.
Yeah, this is the other side of reactionary thought, by the way. It's highlighting it's highlighting a lack of interest and a lack of intellectual curiosity as a virtue. It's
facts. Facts, and even I do that. Like, I don't care. I mean, I guess I kind of care about, like, what's happening in other countries. I just can't do anything about it, man. So if I can't do anything about it, then why should I care? If I had more viewership, then I'd probably care more. That's it. Right now, it doesn't affect my life, so I shouldn't let it stress me out, you know? I don't like getting stressed. That whole card thing where you posted in the chat, I wasn't exactly stressed. I was more worried about you and your card. I'm more worried about, oh, can I change this? Can I help this? If I can help it, I'll stress over it. If I can't help it, I let it go. That is the best advice that most people can give you, is that, like, if you can't change something, then why worry about it?
Actually virtuous to be disinterested. It's mass producing Dunning-Kruger.
Don't let stupid things sour your life. There's only you could die any day.
I can just
don't let stupid stuff ruin your day.
You know what's funny about this is Andrew Tate did this as well. And if you recall, when I had a conversation with Andrew Tate about this, he basically revealed his position. And I mean, he's expanded on this as well. That famous viral clip where I'm like, how do you know the world is not flat? Did you take a space?
Are we really talking about this right now? Oh my
because
god!
It's not accessible for a lot of people. I think people like Asmongold.
Where's the Asmongold?
Come from.
Not be utterly repulsed by it, even if you like his politics.
What's up, Super Henry?
If I knew,
welcome to the stream. Welcome to the political stream of the decade.
Guatemala or Somalia or wherever they came from. If I knew I could do that, I would take a break from my stream.
Super Henry, a little recap. This is mostly about online cruelty. We're watching a hasanabi's point of view. He doesn't get likes or comments or views anymore because most of the people who watch him are hate watchers because he shocked his dog with a almost lethal collar that caused her to yelp, and he told her to shut the... And that was my girlfriend card. She's going to be mad. It's not on the screen anymore. I mean... It's only you and Super Henry. I just don't bring it up, you know? Just forget about it. It's okay.
I'd stream less so I could do that all the time.
I definitely will not touch your girlfriend's card, okay? This chat won't even exist after the stream ends.
With the ICE agents, I'd show up like Ash Ketchum. I'd say, guess what? Guess what?
But, you know what? I think we do need to do that.
Nah, bring your family too. Let's go.
Like, this is just monetizing cruelty. At a certain point, you got to realize this isn't
just
even
to
about
prevent it happening again. I took the chat off the
and unfortunately
stream.
For us, in this day and age, this is what politics has become. It's just monetizing sadism.
Shock my dog. I can't stop.
Exists there.
Yeah, Gucci Marks is great at AI music.
Society better. Like, you're not even presenting an argument as to why these mass deportations are going to somehow clean up the streets or anything. At that point, you're literally just saying that the joy is not coming from this dystopian future where we have a purebred white society. The joy is coming from the fact that you're punishing people who are, black and brown.
Because he's a sociopath. He doesn't care about other people. If it doesn't affect him, he's fine saying whatever he wants about anybody. That's why I don't like Asmongold. Asmongold would throw you to the wolves, even if you were his best fan, favorite fan. Asmongold could care less about everybody, because I think he, receives hate or something. He doesn't like himself or something. I don't know. Something about Asmongold is just, he doesn't... Either he's just farming it and faking it, he could be. All of this weird idealism and all that. Could be just, farming hate watchers. People who just hate watching.
Joyful.
Who knows? Maybe all these people are really nice. Maybe... I think Asmongold's smart enough to fake it. Hasanabi is actually being his genuine self, I think. He's not that good an actor, man.
Bully behavior. It's pure sadism. And I think a lot of people... get to a certain point in their lives.
Sam Hyde brought this up multiple times. If Sam Hyde, if you're watching, you're so right about this. And that's coming from experience. When you are a young, attractive guy or girl, you don't have to be smart. You really don't. A lot of things get handed to you often. People treat you nicer than other people because you have some sort of sexual value to them in their head. Like they see you as, if this person can reinforce my self-confidence. So if this attractive person calls me good looking, then wow, that's, and they're my friend. Oh, you know, like I let go of a lot of like how I see myself a long time ago. I don't know when it changed for me, but it did snap. I was like, hey, I need to stop worrying so much about everything else and like trying to, that's why I'm doing the VTuber thing. I want people to appreciate my personality before they even see me. I do have a face reveal on my Discord. If you go to my Patreon and pay for the VIP or whatever, you can see my face reveal. You can see what I look like and everything. And it's a really good stream. I'm playing Animal Crossing and everything. And I was with my girlfriend at the time. Another 3D artist. It was really cool. But I lost my train of thought. This is what I'm saying, is that I'm kind of an idiot. I have bad brain syndrome sometimes because I'm not the most intellectual person. I don't go and know about all this BS about politics. I don't care. I'd rather know about, you know, actual physics and be able to teach people good values that like actually move them forward in life and be able to manipulate the situation to their favor and be able to lead other people. I would like to be that person on YouTube. That's what I want to be, is to be the beneficial part, you know, like how Queso does it. Queso has some good value stuff, but it doesn't always have to be about stupid politics. That's why I hate making videos like this, but it's just for views. Give me a description of your face. Nah, that's for Patreon. You gotta pay for that.
As I gave you that monologue about the pit of despair and how
you want a description of my face? Mix of Markiplier. I do look like Markiplier a little bit. I look like Markiplier and Hasanabi mixed. Not gonna lie. Straight up, I look like this guy. But I have tattoos. No, not gonna lie. I look better than Hasanabi. Yes, 100%. I look way better than Hasanabi. And I'm physically fit. I do like pull-ups every day. I do leg lifts. I do all that. I've been doing like a bunch of like construction work since I was 17.
Oh, you find yourself there.
Do you think God is real? I will save that for a different video.
And it makes you so depressed and so angry at the world that you just want to share that anger with others. You want others
it's a
to
really
also
important
feel
question, isn't it?
A sense of the resentment that you experience on a daily basis, where you're like, everybody looks at me weird. Everybody hates me. I'm a loser. I'm a chud. And I shouldn't be.
His words.
But if I have to feel this pain on a daily basis, then I'm going to make it my life's mission to make sure other people also too. And I think that's very sad. It's not a very productive way to live your life. But I do think that that is exactly what these sorts of communities generate. That's exactly what these communities foster, right? And when you're getting your sense of purpose and your sense of community from these spaces, and the only warmth that you ever feel is the shared purpose of disseminating the hurt that you feel on a daily.
Stop with God ain't real. It's a proven fact. If you think God is real, you have mental issues.
Daily basis, then yeah, you have no other outlet. You have no other opportunity. All you got is you know.
Hey, Country Balls. Do I call you Country Balls or Goya? I'm gonna call you Country Balls. Hey, do you believe that you are sentient, or are we in a simulation? That's my question for chat. Are we in a simulation? I don't think we're in a simulation, personally. I think that we are all kind of shit. Jim Carrey said it best. We are all just a energy dancing for itself. And therefore nothing has meaning, really. I think God is real. Jim Carrey said it best. I'm going to leave it at that. It's such a sensitive subject, you know?
Trying to harm others, writing a mean comment on the internet, anonymously under someone else's YouTube video, or on their Twitter. Are you aware that APAC Mold is mentally ill, right? Because I never see you bring that up. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's not all there, but who cares? No one is normal.
I believe that everybody, if you are able to, you should go find a way to get some weed, get some marijuana, good trustworthy marijuana, okay? Don't get bad stuff. And then like load it into a blunt, because personally I would do that. Go to a beach on a nice sunset day, go to a beach with palm trees and just soak in being alive. Because that is the most valuable thing in life, is just the appreciation of being alive and not letting anything else affect you. The worst thing you can be is dead, isn't it? We live in a simulation. The whole world is fake, and we was made by science, no God. No God made us. I mean, Spore, right? We played Spore recently. I don't know if you guys watched the Spore video, but that's pretty much how I was made. I believe it.
I'm mentally ill. You know what I mean?
Oh, boys, come on. Get in the van.
But yeah, Z, we came out of the water, right? There was a water on this planet that came apart from storms and stuff being caused between the rocks and the heat and the cold of space. Water became a thing. I believe that asteroids hit the Earth, and then what is it, amino acids? Is it amino acids that we're made out of? And then the amino acids turned into little bacterias, and the bacterias got bigger, and then they evolved over millions of billions of years to become gigantic lizards. The lizards went and hunted everything into extinction, and then the lizards died because I guess a giant earthquake or like meteor hit. I don't know how exactly we're supposed to know that was a fact, but apparently humans evolved from tiny like furry mice and stuff. Apes and stuff came from humans. The only thing that we can't explain is like how humans and apes are coexisting at the same time, unless we are just a type of ape, you know? It's bad for Asmongold to say that only, you know, people act like animals. Yes, I agree that, like you're saying, a certain minority of people should die because they're animalistic and they haven't been taught anything. No, that's awful. But yes, I do think that humans are animals. And simulation means fake death. Scientists kill people. Fake deaths. I think death's pretty serious, yeah. It's not fake to me. I mean, I've had my stepdad die not too long ago. Pretty impactful, but I guess whatever. Life goes on and on and on.
I also don't want to see that as like, I don't want to even give that as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Man, gotta catch them all. That's right. I would do this, and honestly, I'd make videos about them, like other, you know, like, and I'm gonna be real, like, I would be so brutal to these people. People would say it's too much. I would be filming them crying, walking out, getting dragged out.
By the way, this is the LBJ quote. If you show the lowest white man that he's still higher than the highest black man, they'll open their wallets for you. Okay? That's what this is. He is teaching his audience that there are those who are worse off than the people who experience real struggle on a daily basis, people who actually feel a lot of pain, people who feel a sense of loneliness, people who lack purpose in their lives and kind of recognize it. And he's telling them like, yeah, you're...
Because of the scientist? Well, I mean, kind of technically. The scientist who made, or whatever engineer that made those helicopters did kill Oliver Tree in a way, because they didn't have any safety features that told the freaking helicopter that there's another helicopter coming straight for it. How do you not know? How does a helicopter not have a thing that like, that's like a submarine that like sends out waves or something? I don't know. We have so many advancements in technology, and that helicopter was able to hit the other one. How? By an innocent bystander. Somebody like commented below. They said, the helicopter had my dad in it. He was a really nice, normal guy. He was just going home. That's apparently who crashed into Oliver Tree's helicopter, and they were both using these rental, very cheap helicopters that weren't supposed to be carrying passengers legally. And maybe why you ain't famous yet. Oh, maybe your stepfather died because of science. Maybe that's why you turned out to be a VTuber. And maybe why you ain't famous yet. My stepdad was like out of my life since I was 10. Country ball. He had nothing to do with me being a VTuber. And he died from lung cancer.
Sucks, but
smoking
guess
every
what?
day.
There's other people we can be cruel to, and they're
and being a
underneath
welder.
you. And as long as you recognize that they're beneath you, right?
And
you
drinking.
recognize you're above them. You have someone to look
lung
down
cancer.
on. Okay? And it's easy. It's cheap. And people fall for it. That ideology, that is the primary motivation for historic reactionary movements, and certainly still exists in
I really want to give, you know, Hassan the benefit of the doubt sometimes and be like, hey, is he gonna say something of value? He does for like 3 seconds every now and again. So you just figured out how to be a VTuber? The thing is I used to do live streaming with Ice Poseidon. Anybody know who Ice Poseidon is? You get 0 likes. I actually have 100,000 likes on one of my videos and 2.3 million views. AI is so advanced they could easily make safety features. I have a video with Moist Critical in it, and it has 20,000 views.
I hate them. I'm not going to cry a river.
I have a video with Rafflegator on VR chat.
When people who have genocide that's baked into
And-
their laws
and Marcus.
are getting genocided. I don't give a They're terrible people. It's not even a question. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as
Febsot,
us.
Crud, Massive Sponge, Rui
Inferior
Holt.
culture that is
I've done
horrible,
collaborations.
kills people for their identity, and is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand.
AI so advanced it could easily make safety features. The car that I'm driving, the 2025 Nissan Sentra that I'm driving right now, it has weird safety features that like it can know when cars are in front of me and stuff. It's so crazy to even like experience it because it's kind of like a Tesla. Asmongold is the GOAT. Oh, I see now. I see where country came from. I used to think Asmongold was like good to watch, but I don't know. His recent takes are just not as entertaining.
And it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. This low income, ignorant, delusional, brain dead, third world importation of all of these illiterate people that can't speak English, that have no...
I understand the frustration here. Okay, maybe people will call me racist for this one, but I do understand the frustration here. I was fired from a job last year. I was fired for being a forklift driver in a warehouse because I couldn't speak Spanish. Because I didn't speak Spanish. Everybody else in there did not have an ID, I swear. Of course you say that. You're a VTuber. At least I'm not like an anime VTuber. I started out as like a little anime VTuber. I used to be blue back then too. It's always just been my favorite color.
Skills live off the government.
It's all good,
and
Z.
are
I don't take
effectively
offense.
Parasites on the United States of America is a class.
Country balls. I hope that you're not like a full-grown person. If you're a grown adult commenting this, it would be very funny. But if you're a kid, I can totally understand why you're commenting that.
War.
I'm not offended.
As you might have already guessed. Remember the baselines?
Z, you're chill.
I lied to you.
It's all good.
These aren't quotes from Goebbels, Göring, or Himmler. They are all from Asmongold. And don't by saying, well, but the context matters. The pathetic cowardice of people demanding context of these clips are hiding their real intentions here, rationalizing, looking for justifications of his ideology and therefore theirs. The difference between
like how I was just doing. I'm looking like I can justify not liking these people who are out of country coming into country and making all of these like establishments where it's all in Russian or it's all in Indian and I can't read anything, and then the customer service doesn't talk to me because I don't speak their language, and I'm just trying to, like, you know, order something, but I can't, so I have to leave the restaurant because they're not speaking to me because I'm English. There's a lot of like racism and biasism that comes out of the country into the country, and then like I'm totally fine. I'm acceptable of everybody. I'm super friendly, and they just don't speak to you at all. They'll give you like dirty looks and stuff, and it doesn't feel very friendly on their part. And maybe it's because they just don't speak good English. I don't know, but do you think that people should at least speak fluent English before coming into the country?
The Asmon and Fuentes audience is simple. Asmon's view.
I'm 22 and richer than you will ever be. I'm 20 and I have my own apartment, my own car, another car, my dream car. I had 2 cats, perfectly healthy cats. I built my own PC. I have multiple monitors, a huge 60-inch screen, 2-story house, 2 bathrooms, brand new stove. Yeah, and I have 10 bands right next to me in cash. And jewelry. I've been playing with my jewelry this whole time. Quit streaming forever. I appreciate you, honestly, country. I appreciate you. I've been wanting this for a long time. I've been wanting somebody to actually be mad at me and hate me for no reason.
Are just closeted fascists.
That's the kind of fuel that like makes me keep going and make even better stuff. Anybody who puts me down just makes my content better.
That's the other thing. Fascism is the perfect chud ideology. If you're a chud ass loser, fascism is so perfect. And it's always been. Historically, every fascist movement, the backbone of every fascist movement has always been.
I'm just not going to talk. Literally just yeah,
like
it's useless.
They have no sense of purpose in life.
Don't never let negativity get you down, Z.
They were told that they were destined for greatness and they never achieved that greatness. So now they're angry and they're lashing out, and they have to look at, like, they have to look down on people, right? That's what it is. That's always what it is. And there are,
if you do, you're going to crash out. Nah, it's all good.
Into this. There are so many people who fall into this mentality.
No use in stressing over anything. Stress kills you.
Sends them a helping hand.
Never forget that.
At any step, at any point.
Never forget that you age faster when you stress. So any loud music or whatever, you age faster. You're literally dying quicker when you're stressing. Your brain is like taking on horrible hormones. It destroys your hormones when you stress. Please, you ain't nothing. Go check out my channel. You'll see what I am.
And slowly but
I'm next up.
Go down this pit.
I believe heavily in my content.
Become horrible monsters at the end of it.
The ultimate daddy issue cockchair. The point I'm trying to make in this entire video here is to show.
Bro, and then if anybody tries to call me ugly, I literally open Tinder and I like get 30 likes. I have 30 likes, just boom, notifications yesterday on Tinder. I literally only use Tinder just to reaffirm, you know? It's like an ego boost, kind of. If you ever wanted to use Tinder for the right thing, just upload photos of yourself, and you get, like, if you get a bunch of likes, then, I mean, that's just gonna make you feel good, right? It's just like Instagram for me.
That the manufactured outrage.
And you're a clout chaser. Literally, who isn't a clout chaser on YouTube? It would be stupid to not be a clout chaser on YouTube. At least I don't go around harassing people.
They're pushing the boundaries more and more, making edgier and edgier jokes, being as controversial as possible. This tactic of content creation not only mirrors the main tactic of the modern...
Maybe you're right, Z. Maybe I should have a debate. It's kind of fun. I like debating with this country balls person. Shut up, please. But if I did that, then there wouldn't be any content to watch.
Far-right, but is also the main recruitment strategy of modern fascists. Pushing the extreme normalizes the obscene.
Country balls, is that the best comeback you got? Come on, I want to have a debate. Talk with me, chatter. Are you actually in a grown... You said you're 22, country balls, and you're talking like this? You're really 22, and you're in here stressing over things. Saying that you're richer than I'll ever be? You haven't even donated. Flex. Flex your money. Can you even flex? If you're rich, you would flex it. You would actually just, like, make me feel bad by, like, I don't know, donating $1,000, because I could never donate $1,000 to somebody. If I was rich, I would. especially to flex on them, especially if I didn't like them. Yeah, because content's the only thing that makes you money. That's not true. That's not true. But it is a way I make money, yes. You're a failure?
Extremism and pure.
Bro, I wish I was a failure. I'd be trying even harder if I was a failure. I feel like YouTubing is too easy now.
And the White House knows this.
I wish I had to crawl up from the bottom again. I wish I was back in the hole with no subscribers. No viewers on any platform. I would do it all over even better the second time.
You know, cruelty becomes the point. Like, the chief characteristic of the mass man is not brutality and backwardness, but is isolation and lack of normal social relationships.
I got you, balls. I literally got you. Anything you can say, it bounces off of me and hits you in the face.
One person clearly understood all of this, unlike the rest of us. The Leni Riefenstahl of the Tea Party, as the founder of Breitbart called him. Steve Bannon, one of the main architects of the modern far-right. Bannon knew that by being able to influence culture, you're also able to influence politics, mobilizing angered gamers during the game.
If you go on my Twitter, you can see my cars, by the way.
Test ground, together with Milo.
It's like a recent post with my media.
He saw the potential in politically mobilizing a huge online army, and
I only post real pictures on Twitter.
Noticed that manufacturing outrage was like hitting the jackpot.
Posification.
What had initially
and
been
the face reveal on Patreon
now infects the White House. Even though Gamergate has been discussed to death, I don't think that the majority of people realize the massive ripple effect cost.
It's of course bullshit to attribute the rise of fascism solely to phenomena like Gamergate, as I mentioned in the news.
You're harass me so I can report you. It's the complete opposite, but go ahead.
Sakes of fascism.
I can't tell if you're trolling. Country Balls is you're kind of funny though. This is good.
Losing trust in the democratic system. Fascists exploit this by tapping into that collective frustration. They amplify the feeling of despair.
Being a YouTuber for me is not about views. It's not about anything. It's about making good content for me. Literally, I just like making videos. Ever since I was a little tiny toddler, I would use like a picture camera to make stop motion on a shitty Dell computer with what dial-up internet, so I couldn't even use the internet. I would just use Windows Movie Maker, and I would watch the videos back myself just to get better at making videos. I've always liked making videos and editing. I edit for other YouTubers, by the way. If you go to Oogity Boogity is a channel I edit for. I've made multiple different SOT videos for different SOT YouTubers and stuff. I've started people being streamers. So Romix360 is a streamer that I helped become a streamer because he wasn't doing it until recently. And I told him how to set everything up, make his mic sound good and everything, told him all the settings, told him which platform to download. He was on Streamlabs. I told him to get OBS. I did everything to help him out. And now he's doing pretty good.
Factoring more and more outrage that amplified anger.
Another one is who like really blew up. Not Oni. Yeah, it was Oni. They're like a furry VTuber. But they did IRL content and did like the thigh-high socks and everything. Like, they are really funny. I have a video I'm going to upload with them. We were playing The Evil Within. We played The Evil Within together. It's really funny.
Can now be turned into moral outrage.
I might go, this is making me mad. Don't get mad, dude.
That moral outrage.
Literally, I wish that Asmongold and Hasanabi would like actually react to this, but we get the message here, right?
Protecting capital interests.
Are we getting the message here? Anybody, like, not only you guys in chat, I'm not just making this video for you guys, I'm making this for everybody who's watching this. If you see drama things on here, I'll just give an example instead of just me saying it here, because the rest of the video, we get the gist, right? If you see anything, so Sam Hyde, I know Sam Hyde's just a comedian. This is a funny video. It's edited like a funny video. I'll keep that. Everything is falling apart. Vague, clickbaity, they did what? I'm just tired of it, so I'm just not interested in that. I don't want that anymore. I don't want negativity, you know? This is bad. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about this guy. I don't want to be remembered reminded about like David, D4VD. These people are just content farming off of like the same drama that they've been making videos over and over about. Cavalicular, who cares? It doesn't, who cares about it? They're content farming, not interested. This is what everybody needs to go and do with their channel page. This is peak content right here.
I love it. Dobby, I need a new iced ceremonial grade matcha spice.
Sorry, you're the only one glazing him? Glazing who? Wait, what? Who? And you know, I hate to say it, but like Oliver Tree's stuff popping up on my timeline also makes me sad just to see him again, you know? Let him rest in peace. That means stop posting about him, right? Doorbell guy. I want memes. I want funny stuff. See, now that I've watched all these like Oliver Tree videos, it just keeps popping up. This is not interested button is so useful for your timeline to be better. He's evil. Mr. Beast got exposed by his team, so just like content bait. Not interested. That's music. More Oliver Tree. Oliver Tree, Matan. That's Matan. I'm gonna keep Matan because his is comedy, right? This is important for people to do. Proximity chat videos are funny. Even only plays watches proximity chat, which like made me surprised. This is what I really wanted to watch. This is the kind of stuff that I like to watch, you guys.
Stop right here. You can tell right away this guy's...
I haven't seen this yet.
What? We gotta clean the office, man. You promised me we would watch Angry Joe, so I'm watching Angry Joe. I said we could watch Angry Joe after we clean the office. Hey, it's trash o'clock.
Dude, look at all the light blue in there. I love that. Are they in a basement?
Yo, what? Dude, who are you?
Who are you? Just some random guy.
Mop? Would you mind going around with like a wet paper towel and just kind of getting the floor?
Wait, is Super Mega's office the old Game Grumps office? That's literally how like Game Grumps did their walls. Maybe they're just doing their own type of Game Grumps thing. Because Game Grumps office, like this is kind of like matching that. They even got a boys and girls bathroom. I haven't seen Super Mega's new like place. This is really nice.
You coming? Yeah. Yeah, lately I've been pumping the iron.
I accidentally showed the iron. I zoomed
beforehand?
in. Yeah.
Hey, yo, what? Matt is still so skinny, how? He's done so much drink. Is he just getting ass naked?
No, but no.
He might mind.
No, but it's like a funny thing where it's like, where'd his shirt go? Why is he shirtless all this stuff? We don't mention, like, you don't see me take my shirt off or anything. And then it like basically smash cuts. I'm sorry, I'm really out of breath. Wow.
What is this shot, dude?
I'm gonna hate this shot, I already know.
Hey, Matt's mom's POV.
What is happening right now?
No. My mom's POV is more like this.
What?
She's pegging me.
I got a game suggestion. Who's your daddy? What's that? CZ, I would have been more stressed about the thing that happened. Don't talk about it, okay, Z? Don't talk about it. But I would have been more stressed about it if that Asmongold viewer was here earlier. I would have been really stressed about that, dude. But don't talk about it, okay? Just don't say anything about it, Z. Trust me. Don't say it. Don't bring up what I'm talking about. Just know that you got to be way more careful with that kind of information. And Asymmetric multiplayer play. Where's the images? What is this? What in the hell? Did you recommend me this because of the bulging eyes? This is amazing! Wait, what? I will definitely down this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this game. Dead ass, this is crazy. What? What am I looking at? This is what Burgle and Gnomes should have been. This is way more funny than Burgle and Gnomes. Burgle and Gnomes sucked compared to this. What? It's like a baby centipede? That's awesome. I don't want to spoil too much of it. I feel like we've already spoiled a lot. Usually when I'm watching a game, I'll determine if it's good within like the first 10 seconds. And this game is good, okay? This game is good. Yeah, we're definitely downloading this. Thank you guys for watching. Go and clean up your YouTube feed if you don't want to be depressed all the time. And it's multiplayer, so you can play with someone else. I'll hit up Romix and see if he wants to play. That seems like his kind of like friend slop game. But this is really good. I don't think this is exactly slop. This is more like a meme game. I'll hit him up and see if he wants to play. He usually says yes. Bye, guys.